Julie, are you popping
Welcome back to the Voices of Women Summit, where in honor of International Women's Day 2023, we are raising the voices of hundreds of women so that their messages can be heard. Your host for this session is Diane Alexander. Diane is a confidence catalyst and alchemy crystal singing bowl collaborator. She is a two-time best-selling author, creator of Stage Confidence, Nervous to Noteworthy in 6 weeks, and composer of Mindful Moments, Calm and Center Sound Bath recordings. She has another amazing guest coming right up. Take it away, Diane.
Hello, and welcome everyone. I am delighted to be here and introduce to you an amazing woman, Dr. Linda Jordon, who is going to really assist us in how to overcome our mental blocks and live your best life, which today it's such a crazy time. I think we all can use some help with that. Dr. Linda, welcome. Please tell us a little bit more about yourself and how you got so passionate about this.
Well, hello, Diane. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. One of the reasons that I got so passionate about this is that I found myself making excuses for not living my best life. And I did that for a variety of different reasons. And we as women, we have a lot of fears that we face and a lot of challenges and obstacles. But before I go deep into that, I am a wife, mother, and breast cancer survivor. I'm a speaker, trainer, and I do a multitude of different things. So I'm an entrepreneur. We'll just say that.
Gotcha. Well, and that's wonderful. I think it's been so important that we do a lot of different things, but just what you shared right there, you have a powerful background to bring a really important message. I mean, because you could have had the chance to just give up and not go forward, but you didn't.
Yes, absolutely. And as I tell individuals, I was blessed with breast cancer. And they say, why do you say that? I do because it was truly a blessing. Had I not had the diagnosis, I probably would still be in corporate America working. I would still be overweight. I would still have high blood pressure, and my cholesterol would probably be out of the roof. So having that diagnosis allowed me to rethink about my life and what I really wanted out of life in order to move forward. And that was taking early retirement and refocusing and recommitting myself to myself and being able to live my best life.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Do you, oh my gosh, I have a million questions I want to ask you. And I think I'm going to try it and keep it for our audience member here. It's like overcoming the mental blocks to live your best life. I mean, there had to have been a huge thing to come from that place where number one, you were in corporate America and didn't know who you were because you were corporate. And
yeah, I was corporate.
Pardon?
I said I was definitely corporate.
Oh my gosh. Well, and I think we identify so much with that personality, that job that we've become, we forget who we really are. And some big whammy moment like cancer, it's like, what? I can barely say that without my stomach going in a big knot, right? And not only to get through it, but to get through it with such, I mean, you're beautiful. Your energy is amazing. You are everything you said, so well spoken. It's like, I want to know, how did you get there? How'd you do it? Tell us how you did it.
You know, everybody always asks me, how did you do that? And why are you so cheerful about it? You know, my philosophy is that any day that I can get up and dress myself and see the sunshine, it's a beautiful day and it's a reason to smile. Because my mom always says it takes more energy and more muscles to frown than it is to smile. So smiling is something that I always do. But I really had to, I'm a very strong faith-based individual. And so I really had to pray about it and to ask the Lord, you know, where are you directing me to go? And, you know, this is a big change for me. And I'm not sure if I'm ready for the change, but I really had to pray about it. And oddly enough, it took me less than 48 hours to make the decision to leave corporate America. And the company was going through some changes. So it was a prime opportunity. It took me less than 48 hours over a weekend to think about the change. But most importantly, it took me a second to decide on what my cancer treatment was going to be. And that just created the path for where I am today.
So would you say when you were like making the decision, was it something that because you were being introspective and open, it came to you? Or was it something that you, this fact, this fact, this fact, this fact, and made a decision? How did that happen?
It came to me because my first question to my physician, my surgeon, my oncologist was, if this were you, or if this were your wife, if I was talking to a male, what would you have them do? And their response, which was immediate, was my answer to them. I said, well, if you would do that, if this were you, or if you would do this for your wife, if that were you, you would give her that direction, then that's the direction I'm taking, because I don't ever want to see you guys again.
Amen.
So I opted for a double mastectomy, and I did reconstruction. And as I tell everyone, I took my boobs and I took my belly and made new boobs.
You are amazing. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. So inspiring. I mean, talk about making lemonade out of your lemons. I mean,
Oh,
wow.
yes.
So I would love to know, it's like, do you have steps? I noticed in the gift that you're going to give us later, the 5-step formula to overcoming mental blocks and bossing up.
Yes.
Could you give us a sneak preview as to what might be there?
Yes, absolutely. We as individuals, we make 6 excuses per day. 6
Only 6?
excuses per day. That's the average. And that's over 2,000 excuses per year. So to me, that's 2,000 missed opportunities in our business, in our life, in our health, in our wealth, most importantly, in our bank account. So one of the first steps that I instruct individuals to do is to, number one, take out 3 sheets of paper. And on each sheet of paper, write a question down. One question would be, how is my life right now? The second question would be, how do I want my life to be? And the third question on that third piece of paper is to write down, what am I willing to give up to get to that life? And when individuals can answer those 3 questions and post them someplace where you can see them every single day, then that will help you understand how you can overcome any fears or challenges, limiting beliefs or obstacles, whatever you want to call them, how you can overcome them and still be successful in your life, in your business, in your health, in your wealth. Because it's all a bunch of garbage up here that we tell ourselves. Because we all know when things are going great, we're happy, life's good. But when things are not so great, then we go back to that infancy stage and we curl up in a ball and we start to blame ourselves, or we start to say we can't do something, or we're fearful. And we tell ourselves that it's not possible. But we just have to open up our minds to something new, something different. And that's what I did with cancer. I said, I don't have to have boobs to be a woman. I don't have to have boobs to be perfect, to be an entrepreneur, to be successful. I just need to have the right mindset.
Wow. You have a beautiful question in the chat that says, what am I willing to give up? I believe too many of us are in the scarcity mode and don't want to risk giving something up for an uncertain outcome. Wow.
Yes, that is very true. And that was me. I was afraid to give up friends that I associated myself with. I was afraid to trust myself, most importantly, because I thought, who am I, a country girl from Virginia, to think that someone's going to pay me to coach them or to listen to me for advice or to write a book or to speak in public? Who am I? And then I had to really say to myself, I'm willing to give up the old Linda and become the new Linda, because the world is a big place. And there's at least one person who is willing to listen to what I have to say. And there's at least one person, if I can make a difference in their life, then my job is done.
And we have another comment. I'm willing to give up the old me too. The new me is so much better. I love that. It is a scary prospect, though, because the
Yes,
old you is familiar.
it's
And even though it
familiar.
might not be pleasant, it's familiar.
Right.
And
And we
so,
have to become uncomfortable being
mhm,
uncomfortable. I know it's a cliche statement, but we really have to. As women, we really have to, because we're so busy taking care of everybody else and everything else that
mhm,
we forget about taking care of ourselves, because it's comfortable to hide behind that list of chores for, taking care of your kids, hiding behind that list of chores of doing things in the office, when we may just decide, I love singing, or I love taking photography, or I love wanting to learn how to cook or be a chef, whatever that is for you. We just have to step out on faith and take that risk, because once you do it one time, it's going to feel so good. You're ready to take the second step.
I love that. We have another comment. You're sparking a lot of good conversation here. Says, because I am not a married woman any longer, what can you recommend to me as a return of breast cancer always looms? She just had another biopsy and she is so happy that you are well.
Oh, thank you so much. I would say, as a survivor and anyone who is going through breast cancer, don't let that cancer define who you are,
Hmm.
because we are so much more than that. Don't let marriage or divorce define who you are. We are individualized individuals. And when it came to making the choice about my surgery, it was my decision. It wasn't my husband's. It was my decision. I told him what I was going to do, but it was my decision, because at the end of the day, I have to live with that. And if I had said, because based on what I asked him, I didn't like his decision.
Well, and that's true.
Yeah, so we have to really dig deep and be comfortable with whatever we decide we want to do in life, and just go for it. Know that you are not going alone. And I think as women, that's what we fear, that we don't want to go alone. But you're never alone if you have any type of faith in whoever you believe in. You are never alone. You're always with someone.
That is such a good reminder. I really feel that women often feel alone because it feels like their job is to take care of everyone. And so that
Mhm.
they forget that there still is, you are being taken care of too on another level, on a higher level. And you wouldn't be here if we
You're
didn't
right.
put so much
I might be someplace else.
help. It's true. We have another comment that is also good. It's hard to give up who you are to make way for the new because most of how we show up is unconscious. A lot of times we don't even realize we're showing up as that personality, or
Yes,
what would
we
you
really
say?
don't. We really don't. And I have a great example. So, as I said, I do a lot of different things, and real estate investing is one of the things that I do as well.
Goodness, you are amazing.
Yeah, and so I went to a cookout, well, a dinner, and met some individuals. And this gentleman walked up to me and he said, "You're Dr. Linda Jordon." And I said, "Yes." He said, "I saw you present at a real estate meeting, and I have to say that you're so cool." And I said, "Okay." And I said, "Why do you say that?" He says, "Because on stage you're so professional and you're so articulate, but here at the cookout, you're just having fun with all of us."
Oh, I
And
love
I said,
that.
when I am not on stage or I'm not in front of a classroom, this is who I am. But that's who I am on stage anyway. But he was just so pleased to know that, hey, yes, I'm a real person, just like everybody else.
Well,
So,
that's beautiful. And the other point about that, I'm a real person, when your first question was, well, what does anybody want to hear what I have to say? Is that truly, like as I was admiring before, and I'm just thoroughly enjoying, your energy is so bright, it's so grounded, it's so wholesome, and you're all those other things as too. It's like, I want some of that. I want to listen to you because I want some of that. And just your beingness, just you living and sharing with us how you are, what's important to you, and how it is in the most generous, kind, loving way. I mean, that in and of itself is better than any marketing words you could write.
oh, thank you. You're so kind. Well,
Oh,
my mother always said, and she's no longer here with me, but she always said, whatever you do, give it your best and always be yourself. And so that's what I try to do. I don't try to create a facade. This is how I am today. This is how I'll be tomorrow. This is just me. And you can, like it or not. And, everyone is not for me, but this is who I am. And again, my goal is to touch one person's life to make a difference. And I'm happy.
Well, I think you've touched many lives today. Oh, another wonderful comment from Chris. You are so present. Your energy is powerful, even on a Zoom call. LOL.
That's so sweet. Thank you, Chris.
Oh, really, really, really awesome. We have, let's see, what else do we want to ask you about this? So wonderful. We have all kinds of people saying things that are, because you are, I don't want to say jack of all trades, but because you have so many superpowers, there's a lot of people asking about those. So you do have a freebie for everybody who's here, yes?
Yes, I do. And so it's the 5-step formula to overcoming challenges and bossing up, because we as women, we need to let go of those challenges. I call it, get that monkey off your back and move forward, because, we're carrying everybody else's luggage all the time. We need to let go of that and embrace whatever there is for us in life and just take advantage of it. Because, you can watch the news and the media, people are dying all over the world. And it's really sad that, some people are taken sooner than they need to go. But for me, every day that I get, I'm going to live my best life, because tomorrow is not promised. And I don't want to be that person that says, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I want to be that person that says, I did something and I made a difference today.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Well, you certainly have done it already, and it's before lunch on my time zone. So that is super. Where's my I've lost my calendar for who's up next, which that's okay. Because I just have to mention that, but I'm not done with you yet, so please don't go
Okay.
All right. Our next
It was such a pleasure to chat with.
Oh, thank you. Likewise. We should connect after.
Yeah, we need to connect.
I would love that. I would love that. Our next speaker coming up at 10 a.m. is the very saucy and Chantel White, and her title is How to Live a, Hell Yes Life. She'll be coming up at the top of the hour. So my beautiful new friend, Dr. Linda, do you have some final words of wisdom for our audience today?
Thank you, Diane. First of all, it's been a deep pleasure to have the opportunity to chat with you today. And for the audience that's listening, don't ever give up on yourself. As I said, I'm a country girl from Virginia who never thought that, I would be a business owner, who never thought that I would be on a stage, who never thought that someone would want to listen to what I had to say. Because in corporate America, I was a leader, but I was an introvert. And so I would always wait to ask my question. I would be the last person to raise my hand because I wasn't sure if what I had to say was important enough. So for those that are listening today, if you're in that corporate space or if you're your own boss, let go of all that baggage, that negative Nancy, let it go and decide what is most important for you. Do what is best for you, because only you can make a change in your life. If you don't do it today and you don't do it tomorrow, you may decide not to, because you will allow too much time to come into your mindset and change what you're thinking. The devil is busy. He is busy. So let's get him out of your life and allow you to really think positive. Do whatever it is that you need to do in the morning. I talk to myself in the mirror. Hey, Linda, this is going to be a great day. This is what you need to do. And do that every single day, but be your true and authentic self. Don't try to be anybody else for anybody else. Just be you 100%. And you'll be amazed as how many doors will open and how many opportunities will come your way and how much healthier you're going to feel about yourself and physically. Because when you feel good about yourself and you know that you got your stuff together, you're unstoppable.
Oh, amen. You are such a gift to all of us. Oh, and do you have a VIP gift for the people who hang around to do that?
For the ones that want to hang around, they can go to my website at Linda Jordon, no relation to Michael, so it's JRDON.com, and schedule a free consult with me for 30 minutes. And I will share whatever it is, whatever questions that you have. It will be free time with me.
And beautiful. And in the chat is the link in case you'd like to upgrade to get and a special meeting with Dr. Linda Jordan. I think I might have to sign up for that. Anyway, bless you and thank you.
Thank you.
And, it's been a gift. It's been an honor.
It's been a gift. And I'm going to hold you to that conversation, Diane.
You got it.
Awesome.
Thanks
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us for another amazing session of the Voices of Women Summit, where our mission is to raise the voices of hundreds of women so their messages can be heard. For recordings of all sessions, plus an amazing VIP gift bundle, upgrade to VIP now. If you have any questions or problems during the summit, email our support team at support@voicesofwomensummit.com. Stay tuned. We have another fantastic speaker coming right up.